you in the deal room today?
Let's go talk to Katya about her deal, because we were working this over the weekend. I know that that's going. Katya, you feel like pulling yours up and sharing real quick?
Yes, I can do that.
Awesome. And then Amor, if you want to be ready next, and we can jump to Laura or Blake after that. So Katya's deal, right? We had a lot of activity last week. We'll do a rundown real quick of it. So we made an offer on this property, and Katya found this deal on Deal Hunter. It's an industrial space right now that had a lot of work done to it by previous interested parties, where they did all the entitlement work to get it zoned, annexed, and approved for 300 plus doors, multifamily, right? That's what the advertising says. So we made our offer based on the advertising. We told them you get option A, no money down, option B, some money down, no payments. So no money down, payments, some money down, no payments. Which one do you want? They said neither. We want a different option. So Katya and I looked at it. We're like, well, we're going to be raising capital for this. We know in our next set of capital stack, we're going to raise equity. What if we offered them equity? Because they did like the idea of getting money down, and they like the idea of getting 5% interest at the same time. So what they did was they took our two options and combined them and said, this is what we like. And we said, no. Can't do that. So we said, what we can do is we redesigned the deal so they understood them again. We gave them the third option of equity. And we said, Katya was brilliant enough to say, what we would like to do is give you 7% instead of 5%. And instead of holding a note for 2 years, hold equity for 2 years. Guaranteed payout. And they said,
no.
They said no. Okay, and then what did we say? They came back, they said no, but they came back and said what we'll do is, because they wanted $4 million down, $8 million note, 5% interest paid at the end.
Yeah.
We said option B was $4 million down, no money paid for 2 years, and it was going to be 0.5% interest. And we needed 9 months to close. And they were like, we'll give you the 9 months, but we want 3.5% interest. And so Katya and I said, next. The reason why we said no was because this person's going to be holding a note for us for 2 years. If they're going to negotiate like this, we're probably going to be struggling for the next 2 years with these people, right? And so it's kind of like a difficult date. Like you go on a date with somebody and it's difficult to get through a conversation. There's a really good chance if it's difficult in the first 10 minutes of meeting somebody, it's probably going to be difficult after 10 years too. Probably way more difficult. So it's better to walk away from the table than it is to sit there and continue to try to snort salt. So Katya responded gracefully and said, no, we're not interested. But if you change your mind, we would be interested in option C. We like that one the best. Our other options are pretty much no longer an option. And they responded, can we go back to option B now, please? Which was originally $4 million, carrying a note for $8 million, 2 years, and a 0.5% interest. So now they want the deal we offered them back in the beginning. And here's the best part. Katya was brilliant enough to discover that they had a $9 million offer 6 years ago and canceled.
Yeah, $9 million was their highest offer ever.
Highest ever. We offered them how much?
12. Plus
wow.
the interest
So y'all went
more.
above that. Wow.
Yeah.
So I can't believe that they're like calculating the interest.
I gave them a significant increase to be a partner. And what they did was they acted like a socialized chimpanzee from the Brookfield Zoo, cocked out in their hand and threw it back in our face. And so that just makes me, I'm not interested no more. Like here's the thing I know. Katya found this on accident.